Where are you Giants from?
We're from New York, and we...
All hail the New York Giants!
Tim Mara introduced pro football to the city of New York by paying $500 for the Giants franchise in 1925. His family has been involved in some of the game's most memorable moments. Tim Mara's legacy is carried over to the winning teams of the modern era. It is a legacy passed down from one generation to the next. Wellington Mara dedicated his life to the game of pro football.
I think you have to look at Wellington Mara as a guy that in the formative stages of the NFL, he was a very, very integral part of the flagship franchise in this league.
New York's 2 Super Bowl titles brought Mara's contributions full circle.
We were happy for him because he's really a stand-up guy, has always been a great owner and a great person.
Steve Owen was a giant of early pro football. After starring as a player in the 1920s, Owen went on to coach New York from 1931 to 1953. Alongside the Mara family, he led the Giants to 8 division titles and 2 league championships. From the sideline to the line of scrimmage, Owen helped build New York football.
Benny Friedman was one of the NFL's first superstars. He was a versatile player who could run and kick. But what set him apart was his ability to throw the ball. Friedman was one of the NFL's pioneers in the passing game. He led the league in passing from 1927 to 1930. He became the only player in NFL history to lead the league in rushing and passing touchdowns in 1928. In 1929, he set a then NFL record with 20 touchdown passes with the New York Giants.
From 1930 to 1934, Red Badgerow was one of pro football's top all-around players. He earned all-league honors 4 times and was hailed as one of the game's first superstars. In 1981, Badgerow's excellence was recognized at his induction into the Hall of Fame.
This is absolutely the greatest thrill of my life.
As the prize in one of pro football's first bidding wars, Ken Strong starred for 9 seasons with the New York Giants. He accounted for 17 points in the Giants' 1934 championship win over Chicago. Even a broken back in 1939 would not keep him down. He became a kicker and led the league in field goals in 1944. Strong ran, punted, and kicked his way into the Hall of Fame. For 8 seasons, number 4, Alphonse Tuffy Lemons, starred for the New York Giants. A second-round selection by the Giants in the first NFL draft, he was an instant success. He topped the league in rushing as a rookie with 830 yards. Throughout his career, Tuffy was recognized as a tenacious competitor who was named to 2 All-NFL teams. Mel Hein was a pro football Iron Man for 15 seasons at both center and linebacker for the Giants. A flawless snapper, powerful blocker, and superior pass defender, number 7 was named the NFL's most valuable player in 1938. Hein was still playing 60 minutes a game in his final season at the age of 36, and in 1963 was a charter enshrinee into the Hall of Fame. Number 45, Amlin Tunnell, was the first black player signed by the New York Giants. Known as Offense on Defense, Tunnell was a key member of New York's famed umbrella defense. At the time of his retirement in 1961, he held the NFL record for most career interceptions with 79. During his career, Amlin made All-NFL 4 times and played in 9 Pro Bowls. In 1969, 2 years after his induction into Canton, Tunnell was named the NFL's all-time safety.
On and off the field, this giant of a man is evidence that it takes brains as well as brawn to play football today.
Arnie Weinmeister was one of the first defensive linemen to gain widespread popularity. When the All-American Football Conference folded in 1949, Weinmeister joined the NFL's New York Giants. Arnie Weinmeister was a unanimous All-Pro selection 4 consecutive seasons with New York. Number 16, Frank Gifford, was one of the most versatile players in NFL history. Upon joining the New York Giants in 1952, Gifford excelled on both sides of the ball. But when Vince Lombardi joined the coaching staff in 1954, he insisted that Gifford be a full-time member of the offense. Gifford's ability to run, throw, and catch earned him 7 Pro Bowl appearances and Hall of Fame enshrinement in 1977. Acquired by the New York Giants in the 27th round of the 1953 draft, offensive tackle Roosevelt Brown became one of the best sleeper picks of all time. He made an immediate impact on the league, establishing himself as a formidable blocker. Brown made numerous picture-perfect blocks during his 13-year career with the Giants. Middle linebacker Sam Huff played pro football with unmatched intensity. He lived by one code: get the man with the football. Huff may have been a nice guy off the field. On the field, he was anything but.
Like I say, I'm a linebacker, I'm not a politician. And Butkus and Nitsky and all the great linebackers, Jack Lambert, you name us all, and none of us are a politician.
What do you do that for, 88? You do that one more time, 88, I'm going to sock you one. Now, don't do that. You run again, you'll get a broken nose. Don't do that. Hit me on the chin with your elbow.
At the time of his retirement, Huff's 30 interceptions was a record for all linebackers in NFL history. Even during warm-ups, a fire burned within number 81 Andy Robustelli. Once the game started, the 7-time All-NFL defensive end unleashed that fury on his opponents. As captain of one of the NFL's first great defenses, Robustelli helped propel the Giants to 6 conference championships and an NFL title. In the 1950s, Y.A. Tittle confounded opponents with a new play, the alley-oop.
This has got to be the alley-oop. There is no time for anything else. Tittle throws. He's going downfield near the goal line. He goes up. He's got it!
Traded at 34, Tittle led the Giants to 3 straight championship games. Though he was defeated each time, he proved one didn't need a ring to be considered a champion.
From the moment he entered the league in 1976, Harry Carson was a defensive monster. A ferocious run stopper, number 53 led the Giants in tackles 5 times and made 9 Pro Bowl appearances. Notching 11 interceptions and 14 fumble recoveries, Carson's knack for big plays helped lead the Giants to a championship in Super Bowl 21.
George Young won Super Bowl V as a personnel assistant with the Baltimore Colts, and in 1979 was named the general manager for the New York Giants.
Young, who put the pieces together, built a championship team that won 2 Super Bowl titles.
Young was responsible for the hiring of Bill Parcells and drafted many Giant greats, including Lawrence Taylor, Phil Simms, Michael Strahan, and Tiki Barber.
The impact that George Young had on the franchise, he changed the face of the franchise and the direction of the franchise.
During a career that spanned 19 seasons, Bill Parcells became the first coach to lead 4 different teams to the postseason.
This is what you work all off season for. This is why you lift all them weights. This is why you do all that.
A 2-time NFL Coach of the Year, Parcells began his career with the Giants and led Big Blue to Super Bowl wins in 1986 and 1990. In 1996, the no-nonsense coach made the New England Patriots AFC champions. 2 years later, Parcells took the Jets to the AFC title game, completing the best 2-year turnaround of a 1-15 team in NFL history. His final stint as a head coach came in Dallas, where he twice led the Cowboys to the playoffs.
You're not going to be able to call them losers anymore.
Hey, baby, let's go out there like a bunch of crazy dogs. Have some fun.
During his 13-year career, Lawrence Taylor excelled at chasing down quarterbacks, and he ushered in the era of the blitzing linebacker. LT used his speed and strength to record 132 career sacks, a Giants team record. While number 56 struck fear in his opponents' hearts, his inspirational play helped bring 2 Super Bowl titles to New York.
The Giants drafted Michael Strahan in the 2nd round of the 1993 draft. Strahan spent 15 seasons in New York.
All day long.
He became the most dominant defensive end in franchise history. In 2001, he set the single-season record with 22.5 sacks and was named the unanimous NFL Defensive Player of the Year. He finished with 141.5 sacks, 5th all-time. In his final season, he chased down pro football's greatest prize and left the game a Super Bowl champion.